Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, whatever time it is for you right now. Just know that you are locked in until the point with
Skip.
and the King. You guys know where to find us by now. Skip. It's been many years we've been good friends. Many years we've been talking about basketball. Many years you and I have been discussing our playoff brackets. I gotta hand it to you, bud. It's the first time this year that you are. It looks like, depending on the way the Clippers are gonna go, you might make a clean sweep of the first round on your picks. I salute you for that, my friend. Now, that one that could come up is Clippers versus the Mavericks. Now, what do you have to say about that, my friend?
Well, I gotta say, I'm feeling really good about my picks now. There was a moment early in the first round when I sort of saw the Suns saw the Lakers sort of come back at the Suns. I saw the Clippers go down 2-0. I was like not feeling super great about my 8 picks, but so far 7 of them have come through, and I think honestly it's a wrap tomorrow when the Clippers play the Mavs. I think the Clippers are going to take that series. I think Dallas had their shot. They were up 2-0. They were up 3-2. And I know no home team has won a game in that series, but I don't think that's going to matter in Game 7. I think Kawhi is going to pace them. I think he's learned how to beat the Mavs and how to control Luka. And so moving on to the second round.
Yeah, what are your thoughts for the second round going forward?
So, I mean, we'll just throw up my graphic there, but I'm going to stick with basically all my picks. So you see, I got Utah Clippers. I had the Clippers taking that series. It's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, that depends on if the Clippers actually pull it out tomorrow. It's going to be really interesting to see if that long series pays dividends for them or if it's a problem. Maybe that means they go into that second series tired. Utah's rested. Utah's comfortable. But on the other hand, maybe they've raised their level of play against the Mavs and really become the team they need to be, whereas Utah hasn't really been challenged yet. So for now, I'm just still
load management.
I'm going to stick with my pick there. I'm going to say Utah takes the Clippers take that in probably 6 or 7 games. I think it's going to be a tough matchup, but I think Kawhi and company are going to pull it out. And then let's move down to the Denver Phoenix portion of the bracket. I previously had called Phoenix. I'm going to stick with that because I think even with Chris Paul hurt, I think the Suns showed their mettle in that Lakers series, and I'm not sure that Denver has what it takes to hang with them without Jamal Murray. So I'm feeling pretty good about those 2 picks. I think Phoenix and the Clippers are going to be in the Western Conference Finals. And then if you want to go over to the Eastern Conference, we've got a couple of interesting situations in the East.
Oh, yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Both of my picks, Philly and Brooklyn, are now missing star players. Embiid obviously out with the knee injury. It sounds like he might come back during the Atlanta series, but that makes that series a whole lot more exciting. I had it as being a 4-game sweep for Philly with Embiid healthy. Without Embiid in the lineup, it could be anybody's game. I'm going to stick with Philly. I'm going to say they pull it out. I'm going to say that maybe Embiid comes back 70-80% sometime during this series. I think if he can just be a version of himself, Atlanta can't handle that. But I think this puts that outcome in question. I think this could be a 6 or 7 game series now with Embiid's injury problems. And then if we go over to Milwaukee and Brooklyn, we saw today, just before we filmed this, Harden left in the first minute of the first quarter with a hamstring injury. That could be serious. You don't want to mess with a hamstring. Once you pull it once, that could be a couple more weeks that he's out, at least. I mean, he's probably going to try and come back in this series, but I wouldn't be surprised if he has to sit out the whole series. That said, Brooklyn has still managed to pull out game 1. As we speak, it's running down in the fourth quarter. They've got a huge lead. I think Brooklyn still takes this. I think it's going to be a way tougher without Harden, but I'm leaning towards. That's why they got 3 stars, right? Because Kyrie and KD can do it on their own. I don't know, Brian. Yep. What do you think about the second round?
teetering on the second round because a couple of my picks did not come to fruition, such as Portland losing to Denver. And that was a great series. That, oh my goodness, those last games were amazing. Like Dame Lillard, gotta
That
love
one
it.
double overtime game, he was as good as I've ever seen any player play ever. Like that was insane.
He
That
was
nuts.
he was just unconscious.
Yeah.
Right. I'm loving my pick Phoenix because we all know how much I love LeBron. Right. But still, got to give credit where credit is due. Team can play. Those kids are something special. Clippers, Skip, I'm riding with you on this one, man. I hope they pull it out to get that game 7. But like I said, it's going to be Utah versus the Clippers. You got the Clippers on that one. So do I. Portland, well, I want Portland. But Denver and Phoenix, now, that's going to be an interesting series. Very interesting. I can see that going to 6, maybe 7 games. And it's going to be a lot of nail biters on that one. That's going to be a great series, which I'm looking forward to. Philadelphia, yes. Embiid, that injury, that sucks. That really sucks because if Embiid was healthy, they could have made it pretty far this year, right? But now Embiid not being there, that's pretty questionable. Even though against Washington, they did start Ben Simmons. Well, they didn't start it, but they did have Ben Simmons playing the center role at a couple different points in that series.
That's Washington.
They're taking on Atlanta.
That's the thing. Washington's pretty weak. I mean, I don't really believe in Atlanta either, but Washington's weak sauce.
Yeah. And now they're going to take on Atlanta. I do like Atlanta, though. I do like them. I still don't think they're going to take the series. But I do like them. They surprised the hell out of me. They surprised the pants off of me. Because you saw I picked New York. Again, I got it wrong.
Yeah, and even though I got that series right, I picked it in 7. I thought Atlanta had home court. They didn't have home court. The Knicks had home court, and it didn't matter. Atlanta just pasted them. So, yeah.
That kid Trae Young really showed up. So I see Philly still taking out Atlanta, to be honest. And Milwaukee and Brooklyn. Can I have a little bit of hope here? I just want to stick to one series that I might get right, that the Nets are going to win the championship this year. Can I keep a little bit of hope on that one? Even though I do like Milwaukee, and Tikanis to my Greek friends out there, I know you guys are supporting Milwaukee. And I like them too, but I still think Brooklyn's going to take them out. I'm going to hold on to hope for my pick going forward. But who knows? This is the NBA, and in the words of Kevin Garnett, anything is possible. Skip, anything else you got to say about these playoffs, man? Anything that we might have missed out on? Anything notable?
I just got to say, both our brackets are looking really good right now. I know you whiffed on a couple first-round series, but I think all your second-round series are still alive. All your second-round winners are still alive. So we could almost have a clean sweep this year. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we actually might. And guys, more importantly, what we have to say is what you guys got to say out there. You guys let us know what you think. We'll be back for the next round to let you know, to recap our picks, and maybe one of us can have egg on her face or maybe eat crow or something. And there you have it. There's the playoff brackets for the second round after a substantial first round on behalf of Skip and the King. You guys should know where to find Simon right there. Dougie J's on Twitter. Go check him out. It's baseball season. It's his favorite time of the year. You guys can find myself, King Hussein, on all social media platforms. You guys can find us To The Point on Facebook, Instagram, To The Point Raps on Twitter, youtube.com/To The Point Podcast, which is hopefully where you guys are watching us. Click subscribe, click like, let us know what you think. Thank you very much for watching. Keep us going. Keep us engaged, because I love getting at you guys on Facebook and online. I see a lot of negative. I see a lot of positive. I love hearing the different points of view from all of you guys out there. Just know we have nothing but love for you. On behalf of myself and Skip, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night, and
peace.